I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city, one that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago. But it resists all attempts to be held.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult, the Order of the Ancients. He asked that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and start asking around.
I will.
Good. I await your return.
London.
I beg patience, all. We'll have this wreck cleaned up in no time. Keep it steady, huh?
네. 잘 자요.
Bear Master Ame. You'll be on your way shortly, huh?
Something of a shepherd, aren't you?
I can feel
나쁜
that.
마이너스 9.
Can I help you with something?
Who governs this burgh? I would like to speak with him, if I can.
Ah, the Governor Trigger. Good and fair Dane come to London 4 year back.
Trigger?
Aye, most hours of the day you can find him at the old villa, dealing with all manner in Avery. Stow!
아이, 금방 조지지.
Avgus wants his cut of the summer harvest. Shit, Carl. Huh? What's the holdup?
We're talking.
Gentlemen, the farmers of Mercia have paid their burden already. If Avgus wants more, he can petition for it.
Petition for it?
헐.
Well, you can tell that old mud merchant that if he wants his apple, he can bob for it.
Belongs to Master Ame, sir.
Bob for it!
That is filthy.
Bob for it!
아따, 속이 시원하다.
Is this kind of noise coming to London?
Now, we've a quiet day once in a great while. And try not to kill anyone, eh?
아하이, 참나.
And well, your face is a skull cap stove.
Watch your head there!
Eyes on your foe. Eyes on your foe.
God in heaven, you fight like the devil's stolen your bread.
You give some hard knocks yourself.
Road, be a good lad and prick the names of those that pay their food tax, will you? Right then. You've some dealings with Governor Trigger, is that it?
I will have dealings with any who can deliver a fair friendship with my Raven clan. If that is you, then all the better.
Ah, no. Trigger's your fellow. I'm the Shire Reeve of London's westerly half. I keep things ordered and fair.
Shire Reeve is not a name that rides easy on the tongue.
Reeve's my title, sorry. Stow's my name. Stow of London.
하트는 뭐야? 아, 우대 관계를 하면 좋으니까.
Man. I like one who can hold himself in a brawl.
To walk tall in London, a man must know how to swing his fists.
It is not empty praise I give.
아이, 뭐.
Well, your candor is appreciated.
Take me to your governor, Stow. He sounds like a man worth knowing.
Right then. Station filled, flock shepherded, and off to Trigger we go. And what can I call you? Humbler of thugs? Dane Hammer?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan. We have a settlement to the north, just off the River Neen.
Well, I owe you a great debt, Eivor. You're a worthy ally.
So, this is London, a city built by giants.
So they say. She's an old place, surly as they come. But there's a mystery here I quite adore. I was raised here, in fact. Learned the scriptures of Christ's apostles in Lundenreach. I was Saxon Borough, just past the western walls.
You're not a priest, are you?
No. No, I was raised by them. And for a penniless bastard, I turned out pretty well.
A penniless bastard, and now London's fearless reeve.
Well, it's Trigger who saw something in me. He judges not the circumstance of my birth. His two hands, left and right, are me and a Dane-born soldier, Erke. Erke's an orphan of the last Viking horde put down in London for a season. 2 or 3 years back now, it must have been. It's through Trigger I met Erke, and now we Reeves walk the city like parents looking after our children. A native son, and an imported Dane. See, London's a city built of many pieces. Wait. Something's wrong.
Iron on the air. This blood is fresh.
These were good men. What's happened here?
뭐고?
God, no. No.
It took 3 arrows to kill him. The next 12 were an insult.
O Lord, deliver these men with the light of thy countenance visiteth and shines upon them.
You've no need for outsiders, Stowe. It's a private matter.
There's no cause to be leery. Eivor had my back in a brawl at Cripplegate. More thugs from the garrison.
You must be a real broker to hold your own against those shithugs. It's time to fatter those men, Stowe. It can't go on like this.
If this one had a head, you'd be calling him Trigger, yes? Your governor.
God above, the man is dead. Some respect, please.
We'll get along well, you and me.
You must be Erke, London's second reeve.
Erke Botel's son, yes I am. Are you telling me this gut bucket called me second reeve?
First in the Eastborough, and a man I trust with my life.
Stowe's never been a good judge of character.
Erke, this is Eivor. He came to meet with Trigger, to seal the bonds of friendship with his clan.
He would have welcomed you heartily. He was a trusting man, and I got him here.
Have you found anything?
I just arrived. The killers left a ladder on the body there.
I'll have a look around.
Trigger had men with him at all times. How could the killers get through?
Well enough to get close without suspicion.
Good and holy Christ, that could be most anyone.
This letter. Someone wanted us to see it. From Rome went an order of heretics who worshipped the relics of a time before Christ.
Erke, this was the letter he told us about. Said it contained fearful news about London.
It warns of 3 such heathens who have infiltrated London. His killers, I expect.
Good and holy Christ, that could be most anyone. He governed this bird. Oh dear.
What is it?
Mistress. Sorry.
A barber surgeon's tools. Sharp and precise for easy butchery. Must have been what was used to free Trigger's head from his neck.
I didn't know. I didn't think.
3 sets of footprints leave. 2 average and 1 massive.
No. I didn't think.
He didn't want you to. It was his secret to keep.
Find anything?
Besides, enough blood so he paid for city's faded bricks. No.
오케이.
I do not envy this man's death. Hang on. There's something in his hand. This was not Trigger's seal?
Nay, it looks Roman in origin. Must have been on a ladder he opened.
It must have been significant to this god for him to grasp it even in death.
Perhaps it's what got him killed.
I think I have a clear idea of what happened here. Trigger was shot where he sat, probably as he read the letter. One of his guards grabbed the seal and tried to escape. He didn't make it. The second killer found him first. He met his end at the noose, lifted by the bigger man. A third attacker took his eyes, then came for Trigger's head. Symbolic, maybe. Headless leader, eyeless guards. The killers were without fear. This kill was a message. Their footprints leave together, 3 sets, heading back to the courtyard. The letter mentions 3 heretics, named only by Manicus. The Leech, the Arrow, the Compass. Signed by someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Poor fellow soldier. Odd name.
3 names, 3 killers, as you said.
Baldersack. It could be anyone in London. Who can we trust?
Only the people in this room, I fear.
Even that would be unwise, until we know more.
The Arrow is described as a pugnacious Dane invader. That describes too many in London.
The Leech hails from Wessex. London is home to many of them as well.
And the Compass, a Frankish captain.
Less common, but no face comes to mind.
What is this symbol here?
I recognize that from the Mithraic temple. I passed it on the way here.
Mithraic temple? Is that a church?
A church? Heavens, no. Mithras was a pagan idea. A so-called god beloved by the ancient soldiers that built this city. Our city is overrun with cowards. We may be next to fall if we don't resolve this sick fermentation of hate.
I've told you, this city answers to blood and power. We should serve as such.
I can't leave him like this. I need to.
We'll get the church to see to it, Stowe.
No. No, it should be me. I must ready him for judgment.
I understand. Only get some air from time to time. It reeks in here. Shall we, Broga?
Should the Reeves change their minds, I will have to gut them and put a puppet atop London's throne. But Stowe seems a good man. I will trust his word. The Temple of Mithras. Well guarded for a tangle of old ruins. I need to find the entrance. They will attack the side here.
Walk like my gloves!
Hey! Try the offside!
Compass holds sway over the others. He has ordered the Arrow to recruit archers in a market to the west. Worth a visit. Tools for a surgeon, finely crafted. Like we found in the villa. And there's a letter here, arranging payment to a blacksmith. Messages between the Leech and the Compass. Healing, gutting. The Leech is a strange one, but the Compass calls the strikes.
이름을 안 쓰고 그걸 썼구나.
I have got enough to go on for now. Erke and Stowe must see all this. I see more bloodshed in London's future. At least soon in the east. Best not to draw attention here.
It's worth knocking on a few doors, that's all I'm saying.
Trigger wasn't killed because you want to plant a few trees and fix a few roofs in London.
Looks less like a meal for crows in here.
Eivor, you bring good findings, I hope?
A few sheets of vellum. Notes between members of a secret society. The Order of the Ancients, they are called.
Order of the Ancients? Doesn't sound any bells in this head. What's the purpose?
That would take some time to explain. But know this, that I am here to kill them. In London, it seems the compass is the head. The arrow and the leech are his hands.
Pet names and secret orders. What a crock. Do we know anything we can act on?
The arrow is a Dane, who has seen his share of battle. His name suggests he is an archer.
I bet my knuckles he's the one sowing discord among the Danes that shelter in London.
If it were me, I'd hide among my ranks, surrounded by other fighting
맞는 것
men.
같네요.
The arrow has orders from the compass to recruit soldiers at a market in the west.
아까
I know the
거기서
very place.
일단 결사단이라는 걸 지금 이제 알았고, 이제 결사단 거기서 이제 퀘스트가 끊기고 딴 데서 이제 정보를 좀 찾으려고 여기 또 와서
The leech has need of flesh.
결사단의 내용을 또 한
Looking
번
for
더
thralls.
듣게
Though I
되네요.
cannot say why.
We found a number of dead down by the quays lately, but not thralls alone. Some of the missing we find again in several places, cut to pieces.
Good lord, Erke.
The compass is a mystery. He is mentioned often, but there is little to go on.
Said he was a Frankish captain, did you? To find him, we'd have to mark the ships that came and went along the Thames.
Captains are a transient sort. It may be he's far away, keeping quiet.
That may be, but would he scream if we cut off his hands?
Oh, you've a filthy mind for strategy.
We kill the arrow and the leech, then sit back and wait. Let the compass come to us. Let us not waste any more time. We'll find the arrow and the leech. Killing both should drag the compass back into port. So, I will catch you at the Western Market.
Count on it.
And I'll make for the quays. There's another few bodies there to fish out of the muck.
It could be the leech is back at work.
God be with us, friends. Go in his name, and be protected by him.
안 돼! 아니, 옆에 근데 이거 왜 이기서 안 떨어지고.
Eivor, welcome to the West Market.
A lawman like you could set folks on edge in a square like this. Why not wear a cloak?
Hide my face? Not a chance. It does the people good to see a lawman on the hunt. And once we've found the arrow, this order needs to know we'll be after the leech and the compass as well.
Any noise yet about the arrow and recruits?
I've heard whispers. Somewhere here, a man gives you a coin, and this coin grants you entry to a contest run by the arrow's men.
Which man? I see too many here.
He's good at blending in. I haven't spotted him yet today.
I will sniff around. You stay back.
Eivor, what was your impression of Erke?
You suspect him of something?
I don't know. Whoever killed Trigo was a close friend, and it was Erke who found the body. I know Erke so well, and I can't bear to think he'd do something so vile. But...
Then do not. Wait for proof before you condemn your friend.
forgive me. My latest thoughts have been restless. I've been a reeve for so long. Fighting for God's justice. I shed my earthly attachments for his great plans.
But you could not shed Erke and his friendship.
No. No, I'm not sure I could.
It is good to talk, unburden your soul. Clears the mind and lifts the weight off the chest.
Yes, indeed. And thank you for listening.
I should find one of these coins soon. Will you be around?
I'll return to St. Paul's just down the road. Godspeed, Eivor.
일단 어쩔 수 없이 제일 측근을 의심할 수밖에 없죠.
I keep seeing him around my mum's house. How could...
What's your business? Shooting or watching?
You're looking for skilled archers, and now you have found one.
This contest is private. Invitation only.
Your men are handing out these coins like they were on fire. Is this enough?
It's enough to keep us talking. But I'll want to see how well you handle that bow before you go any further. Want a trial round to test your eye?
I've had enough practice. Let us begin.
A real fanatic you are. Get ready. It's a
Get
simple
ready.
contest here. Hit all targets true before the sand runs down. Here's the new competitor, a Norse from the northern wilds of Mercia. And our current reigning champion, Sayer. All right, take your mark. Hook set! Arrows knocked! Fire! A perfect strike! Odin speared, did you see that? Incredible!
A cheat! A cheat!
It was a fair shot. Carry on! Eivor leads to victory! That's deadly aim you have. Best I've seen for some time. Well shot! You have earned your place at the arrow's side today. He'll be eager to meet you. Hold yourself to the Imperial Arch and speak with our man, Hussa. Recite the phrase. May the Father of Understanding guide us. And he'll know it's you.
Are you Husa?
Yeah? And who's asking?
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
And may the Mother of Wisdom give us strength. You're to stand just there, look your best when the arrow comes forth, and keep still.
Friends, brethren, good people of London, we have had a hard week. Cowardly invaders stole into our governor's home and robbed him of his life. Trigger, my friend, my leader, slaughtered like a dog!
Lord grant me strength!
Watch for the counter!
먹어.
That's it! Arrows knocked! It's a hard thing to raise the rats of a city into warriors. Hook, set!
You raised no one. You only trapped them in their cowering fear.
Draw strings! First wave fire! No, I gave these men order. I gave them purpose. I showed them their common enemy. Anchor strings! Second wave fire! I was arrow for their rage. Without a foe to consume, we devour ourselves!
He speaks true. A man without an enemy defeats himself. Justify all you want. You're just a king-killer and a coward.
Mighty High Horse, you'd do the same if you were me. Aim and fire! Hey,
You're unharmed. Praise be to God.
It will take more than a few lads with newly polished bows to fell me.
The arrow was a boy.
A man with a boy's brain called Avgus.
Avgus? That can't be right.
I could return with his head on a spear, if you would like to see.
No. You've no reason to lie. Yet Avgos, my old friend, had no cause to murder. He saw London as a kiln of rage. To harden the softness of its younger men. Perhaps I ignored in him what I hoped not to see. Ambition. Greed. Anger.
From one man, such hatred is easy to spot.
그 결사다의 존재를 얘네들은 아직 모르고 있다 보니까.
And cling to it at the cost of everything.
Very true. And it is cold comfort. But glory has the taste of your family's blood. With Avgos gone, I will turn my attention to the Leech.
Erke should be down at the quays. He'll be waiting for you.
If the compass should emerge, we will let you know.
Then I'll be at St. Paul's Church, waiting for the good word. Take care, Broga.
Take care, Broga.
je hopodlicie, utlagan en feilate.
아하, 좋지 않은데.
Is this the Leech's work?
Yeah. New corpses every day.
If you are the only target for your people's fear, then they will turn on you.
They're scared. If I am to be redeemed, I owe them the Leech.
How many bodies is that now?
A score have been uncovered. Definitely the Leech's work.
How can you be sure?
Their eyes are scooped out. Black, empty caverns. Same as Trigger's gods.
Must be hundreds of people passing by here each day. Anyone see them dumped?
It's the riverbank, Vinner. Every crooked dealing in this city goes through here.
Stowe has seen the same. It is not only the ducks.
How is that Sparrow Hut? I worry for him.
Soft, but unsullied. He helped me find Avgos, and that is enough.
Avgus. I had a hunch or two about that arse blister. Should have acted.
Any hunches about the Leech you want to share?
Erke! Tell me it wasn't her!
It wasn't your daughter, dear Kida. Take a breath.
Oh, thank Freya. I have such a fear I will find her down here. She works errands for a smith who sends her to these docks. Most times at night. I cannot stand it.
She works for a blacksmith. Do you know where?
Never told me his name, nor where he hammers. Tight-lipped about everything, this stubborn girl. I haven't seen her in 2 days, and feared the worst.
아줌마리 피부가 왜
In
저래?
London, you must always fear the worst.
What sort of job did she have?
Ran errands and the like. She would make a delivery, trade it for hack silver, and scurry back to her smithy.
Do you know the name of the man?
Name. But I wish I did. I would box his ears and harvest his nuts.
Anything else you remember?
I had a neighbor once tell me she saw Regna, lingering for a time under the London Bridge. Worried me sick hearing that.
That is a good place to start. Thank you, Gila.
A shady smith, a missing child. It's a lead with some weight.
London Bridge after sundown. It's worth a look.
Good. I'll hang about here and keep things calm. And Eivor, don't drop your guard around these dogs.
Do I look like one who could?
오케이. 제가 거머리인가?
Best follow him. See where this leads.
이 정도면 완벽한 미행이죠.
Can't this clod walk any faster?
완벽했다고 생각했는데.
Hold. I'll give you anything. The purse at my belt.
How does a rat like you come across so much silver?
I found it.
Like I might find a knife at your neck.
The silver's for a blacksmith at Bodisburg Garrison. Oh yeah, I only run errands for the man. I don't know nothing else. Put his head on the block, not mine. Please.
대장장이를 찾아보. 좋다.
You got the purse, I'm old. Huh? Who the fuck are you?
I am with the Order. The Leech bade me give you a message.
The Order, huh? I'd need more testament than your word alone.
I have this.
If it's silver, I'll accept it as payment.
You know this is no Elderman's coin.
Right. So what's the Order miffed about? I'm doing my duty.
I am here about the Leech. The tools you made were unsound.
That's not my doing. Sister Frida Smith is breaking them faster than I can smith.
Breaking them on the bodies of the poor and unwell? We warned her against such evil.
No, that's not a fair read on her work. She never kills without reason.
That is for us to decide. Where is she now?
Where she always is. The old forum in the shade of the giant's wall.
Thank you, brother. And keep this to yourself. This is where the Leech dissects her prey.
No.
The time is almost up. Stay quick.
Throw him, man!
아우, 선생님 죽어주셔야 돼. 아우, 아우.
Keep focused. Guard up.
레벨업. 아우. 레벨업.
One more, that's all. I'm nearly finished.
That is enough.
Oh, it's you.
For all the dead we collect, dear sister, you and I are equals.
Quite a charnel house. I'd lost count of how many. I suppose I've been greedy in my research, but not for lack of care. The ancient ones, the arbiters, they built us out of simple pieces. So easy to break, so difficult to mend. There must be an improvement. We should be stronger, faster, smarter. I could have fixed us. I could have made us better.
We are blood and bone and spirit, Frida Smith. Perfect as we are.
You've such beautiful eyes. Finish it. Would you?
뭐지? 거물이 잡았어.
It is done.
Ah, the leech is bled out. And did you catch a name?
A nun. name of Frida's with.
What? The good sister? That can't be right. She was a saint. A healer and a... Gods! That brick fits this week's wall of shit.
You knew her?
She saved me. Mended the broken leg. Thought I'd lose it. But not with Frida's with. You wouldn't know it was ever broken. The sands will run backwards now. Without her, we'll return to balancing humors.
All of that for this. Secrets of the human form. How she saved lives.
And how she ended them. It might be the ravings of a madwoman.
Not every problem has a clean solution.
True. Very true. I've built my
인간
name
가지고
selling
실험했구나.
artifacts. I'll live with it.
This was her fix. All her ideas and discoveries written here. Ill-gotten gains.
I have a mind to burn that bloody tome. Is that the right call?
사실은 근데 어류기술의 미래를 위해서는 보관하는 게 낫다고
It has
봐요.
cures for everything, from boils to broken bones. It is worth keeping. We fight wars to save those we love, and pay in blood for what we win. This book, this is your good sister's battlefield. Her kingdom.
You may be right. We can't return the dead to life. But their sacrifice can mean something.
그렇지. 더
If you
살리면
need
되는
me,
거니까.
I'll be at St. Paul's searching for something on the compass. Thanks for all this, Broca.
좀 씁쓸하긴 하다. 이제 마지막. 나침판.
You hear me, okay? Her blood's on you! It's a ruse, I tell you! It's them that killed Trigu!
성녀가 살해당했다고만 생각하는구나.
Some surly guests outside.
Eivor, we didn't see you enter.
It is about time you found each other. Stop tiptoeing around it.
Yes, I've found Stowe and he's found me. And here we are, together.
Have you stepped out today? There's a strange feeling brewing in the streets.
I've heard the shouts. The deaths of Abkos and Friswith have angered many.
Let us hope the compass numbers among the offended.
I don't doubt it. But are we ready for him?
Let us go over all that has happened up till now.
Trigu was killed and dismembered by men who worked for him. Men he trusted. Avgos, the Arrow. Our brother-in-arms. He wanted London for the Order.
And the good sister. That's another knife to the back. London's saint. Sister Friswith. She was the leech and the city was her meat market. Your bishop has already issued an apology on behalf of the church.
It is time to focus on the compass, gather all we know, and lay it out, plain as day.
Aye.
We let fly the feather dart, cut raven ink from a cowering quill. Now we wait, wolf-tensed, for the master of the River Rep to return and revenge his shaken warriors.
Well, well. This one's got the gift of Olin's meat.
What is on your mind, Stowe?
We know the Compass is a sailor. A captain from Francia.
And he won't like hearing he's got a leak in his hull, so to speak. With the death of the leech and the arrow, he'll want to hit back. But we can't know how or when.
Apart from this, the man's invisible. Coward, if you ask me.
Burn in your hell, you bloody reeves! We're pinned in!
Is there another way out?
The tower! There's an open window they can't have reached!
I'll go up! You find a way out!
Evil! Make for the steeple!
The yarn's still spun for us, Meister. We've many years yet. Come on!
아, 위에. 아니, 마을을 다 불태웠어. 왜 그래? 아.
It's blocked.
They're blocked inside. Let them burn.
Send them all.
Cowards! Open this door and take it! That's only a taste of the hellfire you'll see! You're doomed, Abel, we're still inside!
You take your ammo. We may throw a picnic.
Let's go!
Fresh air.
That's the lot of them!
Let's get clear of this inferno.
I had a view of the city from the roof. There's a new flotilla in the harbor.
The compass.
Bastard. If we commandeered the springles that Avgos built, we could rain a cloud of arrows on the invaders.
I'd sooner take the flank and go around this army to the boats. If we cut the head off this beast, the Order's men will be easy to rout.
I will go my own way. Less danger to you both.
Whatever happens, this ends tonight.
May God guide our swords and cover our backs.
Don't be reckless, little boys.
We'll see you when it's done, Erke. Count on it.
Godspeed, my friends! I've got a double.
So this is the compass.
Go and
Large
help
enough
his
to ford an
lapdog.
ocean.
You've stolen me from Frankia. Will none of you lift a finger to aid your master?
Burning to ash what you cannot possess, that is a child's way out.
To hell with London. Boudica was right to burn it to the ground. It's a brick-and-mortar shithouse. So bright and beautiful, set aflame. Will you rule over these cinders now? Yoke its people to your whims and needs?
You do have power here. Power you have earned. I have finished my work in London. That is enough.
London is only a beginning. My order reaches further than your tiny boats can take you. Never forget, Trigger, my old friend. A man at sea may have gold and glory, but he is always a slave to the churning tides. We are that tide.
마찬가지로 얘네들도 또
There
그러긴
you
해.
are. The drinker we must thank for our good fortune.
How do I look? Half drowned and half burned?
Not half of either. And far better for the blood on your blade.
The Compass is dead. London is yours to wreck or rebuild.
We will rebuild. We'll strengthen the walls, reunite
No.
families, and likely use less wood.
He is Viking.
Ill
No
timed,
obsession.
Erke. I'd like a quiet moment to pray.
We'll take it together.
Until our next meeting, I trust you will heed my call if I should send for you.
You came to London in search of a friend, Eivor. You found two.
Aye, Broga. And you deserve this.
동맹?
A silver ring for your raven perch. It was Trigger's before he gifted it to me. I say you've earned the right to wear it now.
I'm touched, Erke. I will carry
취미로
it with pride.
암살하는.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Ranji. Let's tell her the good news. Dandy! Dandy! I'm happy at you, Chewie.
Good to...
London is with us, and cleansed of the Order.
Good. Hytham will be pleased.
루덴까지 먹었습니다.
I should talk to Hytham.